Did it ever make you curious, guys, how you see me eating and you see me waste one meal on just fruit? I mean, if you were to count up the protein content of this fruit bowl, there'd barely be anything in it. Now, if you talk to almost any fitness professional, they have a lot of disagreements, but one thing they are unanimously in favor for is you must eat protein in every meal. And usually they set the protein to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So if I weigh 198 pounds now, which is 90 kilos, I should be eating 198 pounds of protein per day according to the experts. So, interesting. So, I should be eating 198 pounds, but I waste a whole meal, and I only eat 2 to 4 meals a day, bear in mind, depending on the day. Yeah. So I've wasted a whole meal here. Do you really think in the next 2 meals I'm eating 100 grams of protein per dish? I'm not. I'm probably eating closer to 20 to 40, yeah? Now, see me, I'm a bit different. I don't really like accepting the status quo. Sometimes the status quo is true, sometimes it's not. And that's what I'm about. My website is called somebodylied.com. It's about somebody lied about fitness. I like to basically take what's accepted in the fitness industry and do the actual research and see what's what. Now, I started getting into some clues about protein when, let's think, I did a vegetarian diet once. About 3-4 months I was vegetarian and I was barely eating any meat. I was barely eating any protein, I should say. And I still made gains. Now, that's only n equals 1. It's a very low sample size. However, there's plenty of vegetarian bodybuilders. There's even vegan bodybuilders. And some of them are the biggest people on the planet. Now, granted, some of them will have built their body on meat to get there. So, I take that into account too. However, I do think protein is overblown, and I'll tell you what the problem is when you think you have to eat protein in every meal. It gives you something I term protein guilt. Now, what that means is every time you go to eat a meal now, you're thinking that you have to have protein in it. So, protein foods are actually very limited. They're limited to like lean meats, protein powders, etc. Yeah? Those would be your protein foods. Now, if you have to have one of those protein sources in every meal, it actually makes it really, really difficult to get variety in your foods. Now, for example, if you want a protein breakfast, most breakfast foods are pretty much eggs, right, for protein, or protein powder. That means you've got to eat eggs or protein powder every morning for the rest of your fucking life. That gets old and boring after a while. Sure, somebody can do it for 12 weeks or a bit longer, but for your lifetime, no, it's just not really doable. Do I eat eggs for breakfast sometimes? Sure. Do I eat fruit for breakfast sometimes? Totally. I have a very, very varied meal plan, and that's why I don't get bored of my diet. So, if you guys are curious about how much protein you should actually eat, let me know. I'll put a little poll up and I'll link you to my website and you can read about how much protein you actually need. It might actually surprise you how little you need to actually make gains. Shout out to guys like Brad Pilon who are pushing the protein debate forward. Guys like Menno Henselmans who have debunked this whole 1 gram per pound myth. It's actually a lot less than you think. And like I said, when you know the truth, it makes getting in shape and having a great body and health a whole lot easier. Alright guys, hope you found that informative. I'm now going to have a bit of my fruit, bit of kiwi. And that's it guys, I'll see you in the next one.